My apologies for calling on you like this. I'm sure you were also surprised to be handed a drink so suddenly. I figured. Such a gesture does seem suspicious. Though I do not have any untoward motives, I swear to you. This is simply my thanks for the other day. You saved my life, you see. After I failed to assassinate Dong Zhuo, you and Lord Cao Cao saved me from imprisonment. It is thanks to you that I live and breathe, and am able to serve his lordship. Now then, one moment, please. I fear I'm a bit shyer than most. If I don't fire myself up like this, I can hardly speak my mind. Good. That did the trick. I do have an ulterior motive for summoning you here. It's about your true identity, you see. Pardon my impudence, but you are the Guardian of Peace, are you not? Or I suppose I should say were, what with all of them dead except for you. The truth is, I had guessed as much when we met at Lord Wan Yun's manor. But this is the first time I'm able to confirm it myself. I heard that they undergo a special training regime. So I had misgivings that you might do harm to Lord Cao Cao. So I consulted with Lord Xun Yu in secret. Even so, I concluded that you have no reason to cause such harm. And that my worries were thus unfounded. From what I have heard, you have no memory of your past, yes? As such, I do not see you raising a hand to Lord Cao Cao. I was simply overthinking the situation. As such, I thought it would be best to thank you and apologize to you at the same time. That is all. Thank you for taking the time to listen. Sincerely, Xun Yu. Thank goodness. I feel I have said my piece. Perhaps realizing Lord Cao Cao's vision to unite this land shall be my life's work. Or it will cost me my life, at the very least. And then there's you, a guardian of peace who has brought us to this point. I will be counting on you further going forward. I shall have you become an indispensable piece of my greater plan. As such, I intend for the two of us to grow closer this evening. Ah, I thought you might be home. Ambush successful, as it were. Indeed, as busy as you are, I thought setting a time in advance would be a bother to you. I knew that you were here and alone, so I figured this would be an opportune time. For a sudden visit, that is. There is a reason for my actions. I'd like to ask you for a personal consultation. That is, an objective evaluation of yours truly. Oh, I'm pleased you think so. I mean, I know I'm the one who asked, but I hardly expected you to admit as much so readily. I believe I shall require a congratulatory drink to still my nerves. One moment, please. Good. That did the trick. Perhaps with this sudden visit a troublesome topic, you wonder why I've come to visit today. I wholly understand where you're coming from. Last we met, I spoke of you, my savior, as a tool to be used in my schemes. The discourteous nature of my words has hung like a stone around my neck. Once we became comrades, I intended to make my erroneous blunders clear to you, and yet my initial remarks were so unbelievably rude. Compared to the likes of Lord Xun Yu, Guo Jia, and Jia Xu, my lack of tactical acumen is wanting. When thinking of my blunt decorum after our meeting, I wish to crawl into a hole and disappear. Or for you to reprimand me with the greatest fury you could muster. Such desire filled my very being. And then to have you validate me so, against my expectations, I now find myself feeling dubious as a tactician. Yet overjoyed as a simple man. As such, I find my feelings in a state of abject confusion and contradiction. I must admit I find myself at a loss as to how I should go about resolving this cognitive dissonance. What? Should I continue as I have been? If you, a guardian of peace, say so, I could hardly object. I thank you for your words of encouragement. Somehow I find myself more motivated than ever, to never feel discouraged and never give up. That is my conviction. Lord Xun Yu watches over me with affection, and Lord Gojia always tries to get me to speak up. Lord Jia Xu gets up to all sorts of mischief, teaching me how to better think on my feet. And you bolster my motivation and allow me to indulge in such consultations. All in all, I suppose I won't run into any issues as long as I continue to do my best. The goal of today's ambush has been fulfilled. All that remains is to use this opportunity to further close the distance between us. Now come, let us drink through the night. And lo, I have come. I had so hoped to run into you. Could I ask you to spare a moment? I appreciate you not tossing me out into the street. I was in a strategy meeting with Lord Jia Xu and the others. We reached an impasse, and before I knew it, I found myself here. The water he recommended was dubious indeed. I was not aware there was any kind of water that could leave one in such high spirits. I thought so. Another of Lord Jia Xu's antics. After the Battle of Guandu, I feel as though everyone is even more unified in their desire to elevate Lord Cao Cao to ruler of this land. As more and more men of talent assemble to serve him, fortifying our core, I've begun to wonder what is to become of me. After all, I possess neither eloquence nor a sharp mind for innovation. And although I have a firm grasp on the nature of man, I am not one to deploy extensive strategies. And yet, everyone includes me in their plans, as if it is a matter of course. At this rate, I'm not at leisure to be so self-abasing. I must offer many proposals, use what I can, and take on any and all possible challenges. This is the only way I can repay them. That is why I ask that you allow me to use you as well. I swear to you, I shall put you to work in the manner most suitable for your skills. Indeed, leave this to me. I shall find the best way to properly utilize the skills of a guardian of peace. Now that I think about it, you are the only one to whom I can show this side of me. Talking to you like this, achieving such assuredness with you. Is that a bed over there? I have become quite drowsy now that the tension has left me. Fret not, for I can sleep on my own. Good night, and pleasant dreams.